stake for this light heavyweight matchup. Matt Hamil, 10 years the elder of the Swede Alexander Gustafsson, who is 4 inches taller, but the reach is nearly identical. Here is Bruce Buffer.
And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata.
Dan Mergliata will be our referee. The stunning Ariani.
You ready, Matt? Let's go fight.
Fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. We are underway. Red trunks for Gustafsson. Black and purple trunks for Matt the Hammer Hamil. Not the original Hammer, but a Buckeye like the former UFC heavyweight champion Mark Coleman.
Yeah, I guess there's no copyright on the Hammer.
At least he didn't get it in time, right?
Gustafsson trying to keep the distance, and Hamil is controlling the center of the octagon right now.
In the fight against Rampage, Matt Hamil said that he didn't go after it. He got it kind of stuck in neutral, and tonight he said, I'm not even going to go in with a game plan. I'm just going to go in and fight, let it go, not get too complex. So let's see if he opens up.
Good right hand there by Gustafsson. You know, I attribute that to Rampage.
Yes.
Rampage's takedown defense was outstanding in that fight, as was his striking. You know, I think Matt felt like he couldn't get it going, but I attribute that to how in shape and prepared Rampage was.
Hamil with the long jab, continuing to progress with his striking skills. Ate an uppercut there, though.
Very nice. And again, Gustafsson goes to that. Gustafsson very tall, 6'5". That long reach certainly comes into play.
Circling on the outside of Matt Hamil. Hamil had that spectacular head kick knockout of the night in his home state in Columbus, Ohio, back a few years ago against Mark Munoz.
It looked like Gustafsson connected with that uppercut again. Their back was to us, or Hamil's back was to us, so we couldn't see where it landed.
Saw the Superman punch coming.
And kudos to Gustafsson for going to train with Phil Davis after Phil beat him. Knew he needed to work on some things, and you know, what better way than a man who has already solved your puzzle.
Finished 7 fights in the first round, has the Swede Alexander Gustafsson, who's 11-1 overall.
And he just landed a couple of nice right hands there.
The proud Philadelphia, Pennsylvania crowd chanting USA for Matt Hamil.
Unfortunately, he's deaf.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, I guess that's for themselves.
Correct. Hamil, such an inspirational story. Movie done about him.
Did you see it?
Yep, not yet, not yet. Great personality. I heard it was absolutely spectacular, though. And that's always interesting, too, Joe, in communication with your corner.
Yeah, certainly. It's a huge disadvantage, but he believes it's an advantage to block out the sound because it's one less sensory input that he has to deal with. Oh, nice left hook there by Hamil.
Hamil trying to continue his evolution as a striker.
He cut Gustafsson.
Spent some time with Mark Delagrati at Team Sityodtong in Somerville, Massachusetts, in preparation for this fight.
Hamil really not committing to the takedown, Mike, just sort of grabbed the leg, but really didn't dive in like we're accustomed to seeing him do.
Maybe he is more confident with his striking than we've seen in past fights.
Maybe, but he did it again. You know, I mean, he's sort of almost like 50 or 60% with the takedowns, not really committing 100%. Nice right hand there.
He's found an opening a couple of times. The cut on the right side of the face of the Swede, Alexander Gustafsson.
He's looking for that switch kick.
Hamil taking this matchup on short notice. Wanted to get right back inside and compete after the Rampage fight. Final seconds of round one.
Nice. That's okay.
Sit down. Sit. That's it. Breathe.
And there we see a good straight jab by Matt Hamil. And there's a nice left hook. And he did a good job of covering up right after that as well.
With a little bit more punches, all right? Yeah. Keep that right hand bestemmed with the uppercut, all right?
Hey, you felt the strength already, okay? Now let's put a bit more pressure. You felt his hits, you felt his pressure. Yeah. Start letting go.
Lloyd Irvin amongst the cornermen here tonight for Alexander Gustafsson.
2 punches if we take an angle. 2 punches we take an angle.
That's nothing, Alex. That's nothing.
Every time you throw
Go,
That's
seconds
nothing.
out. Let's go, seconds out.
The beautiful Shandella. Back here in Philadelphia, last stop was UFC 101. Tonight, UFC 133. Evans versus Ortiz.
Ready? Ready? Let's go, fight.
Pretty close round number one, Joe.
Yeah, fairly uneventful round. Gustafsson landed a couple of uppercuts, and Hamil, of course, landed that jab and left hook that we saw. There's a good combination by Gustafsson.
And they said in the corner of Gustafsson, you felt his strength now. And that truly is one of the biggest assets on the fight card of Matt Hamil. He is incredibly strong.
Yeah, a lifetime of grappling. It's hard to describe that kind of strength unless you tie up with a man like that. And it might not be the same strength as weightlifting strength, it's the ability to move body strength.
Hamil very experienced. 11-3.
Now he's committed.
But the majority of his fights, Joe, have come inside the octagon. Gustafsson with the uppercut.
Gustafsson is taking it to Hamil now.
Yeah, he's starting to turn it up.
Well, Hamil again unsuccessful with his takedown attempt.
And now Hamil's right eye has some damage.
The last time Hamil took anyone down, it was Tito Ortiz.
That back at UFC 121 in Anaheim. Tito, his coach on The Ultimate Fighter. The battle for position, but there's been no pure shot for the takedown attempted by Matt the Hammer Hamil.
And this is a nightmare to score. You know, both rounds are fairly uneventful. Gustafsson moving around, throwing a lot of shots. How many of them are connecting clean? Like, look, there's all that covering up. You definitely see a little bit of a cut over the right eye of Hamil, so something got through.
And the cut from round one around the right eye of Gustafsson.
Gustafsson seems to have some blood coming out of his nose as well. Nice leg kick.
Matt Hamil has fought 4 world champions during his days in the octagon. Rich Franklin, John Jones, Tito Ortiz, and most recently, Rampage.
And he's trying to spear Gustafsson with that jab. Really stepping in. He's got a very hard jab.
Past the midway point of round 2.
There
Again, there it is. Yep.
Yeah, he really lunges forward with it nicely. And there's again the takedown attempt. Gustafsson nicely avoids it.
Well, if you want to build up your takedown defense, train on a daily basis with Phil Davis.
Oh! Gustafsson
Big
tagged
shots
him.
by Gustafsson. He's in trouble. Gustafsson looking for the finish. Hamil's in big trouble here. Alexander Gustafsson.
He's got his back.
Back of the head.
Full mount.
Trying to finish this fight is the Mauler.
That's it.
It is all over.
Very nicely done.
Alexander Gustafsson defeats Matt Hamil.
And that's why they call him the Mauler.
Rank 334. TKO.
And here you see, it's the left hand that got through. That's the one that rocked him. And there's the uppercut too, and that second one dropped him. Hamil in all sorts of trouble here. Let's see it again. The front kick, and there's the left. That's the beginning, and there's the uppercut, and then the second one drops him. And Alexander Gustafsson is a finisher. When he gets a guy hurt, jumps all over him. And here you see full mount, just dropping elbows and punches until Dan Mergliotta has seen enough.
4-1 inside the octagon, 24-year-old Alexander Gustafsson defeating Matt Hamil here tonight in Philadelphia. And with the official decision, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliotta has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 34 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO, Alexander the Mauler Gustafsson.
Congratulations to the young Swedish star.
All right, I am here with the winner, Alexander Gustafsson, with a spectacular performance. Listen, Matt Hamil is a very tough guy and a very difficult guy to stop. You've got to be pleased with your performance tonight.
I'm super happy, man. I can't believe it. I'm up in the sky right now. It's a dream come true. I want to thank my main sponsor, Bad Boy. I want to thank my home club, Nexus Fight Center, Team Alliance, Andreas Michael, Rick Del Fiero, all the guys, Phil Davis, Travis Brown, Dominic Cruz, everybody, all my guys back home in Sweden, thanks.
You were able to stuff the takedowns. How much confidence did that give you to engage more?
You know, I felt good. I'm not super pleased because I was a little bit like, I don't know, like, I didn't know how to do in the beginning, but in the second round I felt better.
So in the beginning you just had to get your timing right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's take a look at the end, because you caught him with a series of blows. You started off with a kick, you had him backing up, and here's the left hand that did the damage.
Oh, yeah, that's the combination. We've been working like back in the gym. You know, I want to thank my family, my sister, my mother that's here. I want to thank London Shoe Fighters too, all the guys, John Hathaway, Carlos de Mola, thanks.
It seemed like the uppercut was something that you also had a lot of success in with this fight. Is that something you prepared for?
Yes.
Well, listen, congratulations on a huge victory. He's a very tough guy. We look forward to seeing you again. Alexander Gustafsson, ladies and gentlemen.
Alexander Gustafsson, victorious tonight, his third straight win inside the octagon, a rising star in the light heavyweight division.